Hello everyone. Once again, I welcome you all to Career in Pharma. Now, today's video is very special because this is our first episode of Career in Pharma Superstar Talk Show series. Now, through this talk show series, we are going to invite people who have attained success and got job despite many challenges coming their ways. And through this talk series, you will learn about their journey, their struggle, and their success. It gives me an immense pleasure to start this talk series with Dr. Mallikeswaraja, who is MBBS by qualification and who able to make this transition into non-clinical sector after 8 years of his clinical experience. And currently, he is drug safety physician in a renowned MNC. So let's begin with this video and let's learn from his journey. And before I begin this, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and don't forget to watch this video till the end, which going to give you real industry insights and so many valuable inputs. Yes, so here we go with this video. Once again, guys, welcome to Career in Pharma, and we are going to start with lovely interaction with Dr. Raja. Now, definitely, I know everything about Dr. Raja regarding background, everything, but today we want to hear from Dr. Raja itself. So we'll start with a brief introduction of Dr. Raja. Dr. Raja itself will be sharing his introduction, and where Dr. Raja, if you can just brief us about your journey from practicing medicine to entering the corporate world.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. First of all, I'd say thank you for Dr. Neema, ma'am, for having me in this session, because when we were there, we were looking for opportunities like this. We didn't have much sessions like this. It was Dr. Neema's class only, which was really helpful. So let me share a few words about myself. I'm Dr. Mallikeswaraja. Joined my MBBS in the year 2008, finished it in the year 2014, then 1 year of internship in 2015. From then onwards, my work journey began. So I've been working under various positions as like duty medical officers, RMOs, and casualty officers, so on. So since 2015 to 2022. The journey began very good, very promising. I was like preparing for my PG, and due to my financial background, I had to study and prepare. I had to work and prepare. I didn't have the luxury of full-time studying without work. I had to support my family also. So bad luck struck. I couldn't make it. Then my plan was, okay, we could try some PLAB or USMLE. So that was how it was going. By the meantime, marriage was also looming around the corner. You know how it is. That also has to be done. So I was preparing, and the worst happened in COVID time. So it's like you work, okay. In our field, how it is we all know that medical field is like we are like overworked. There in all the there's no 24 hours, 36 hours for us. Sometimes when we have to see night duty, yes, we have to see night duty, and we have to be available the next day also. Especially in COVID, that's how it started, and I absolutely had no time to take care of my health. So it was happening, and I got infected with, I got affected by COVID as well during those periods. And that is when I decided, okay, something at some point of time we have to take, only then we'll be able to spend time with family. What are the other?
Yes, super.
Yeah.
So with this, second question is, Dr. Raja, what was the real motivation? Maybe I would say that point where you decided, because it's not easy after, MBBS, it's not an easy course to get inside MBBS. It's not easy. But what was that turning point in your life where you just decided now I have to make a transition?
Yeah, that I would say was the COVID duties was a major turning point, because even with me getting affected by COVID, everyone else who had COVID, we would suggest the patient, okay, take 5 days of rest and take care of your health and then go do your work. But being a doctor who was affected by COVID, I got only 3 days off. And again, I was supposed to come back and see duties. And it was not like, and first time COVID, we don't know how it is. So we were all very sick and down. Even then, we had to be like 20, 12 hours, 16 hours duty on the trot. And I couldn't go see my family as well. So that is when I decided there has to be something different. We need to, because at the lower level, exploitation is there. So I didn't want to get stuck here. Either I had to advance in my career in that way, get a PG and go get myself upgraded like that. But even PGs, even consultants I saw during that time, they were also getting affected the same way. Even after becoming consultant, they had to see COVID duties. They were getting affected with COVID, and most of the hospitals, like our health was taken as the last priority. So thinking all of that, I felt in myself that I needed a change, but I had absolutely no clue like what is the change going to be, or how we are going to get into this field. To answer your question, the change was particularly during that COVID time, and the main reason was my health and family time.
So COVID-19 was the turning point.
Major.
Yes. COVID-19 was, I mean, it was really a big lesson for many and was turning point in, many lives. True. So yes, so with this, Dr. Raja, I want to know definitely entirely different field. So definitely there would be many challenges. So how you overcome those challenges when you were making that this transition?
Yeah, to be frank, I had no idea. I just know about the word. I mean, that there is a thing called pharmacovigilance, and many of my juniors, like especially juniors who are coming from like FMGs, they were very much aware about this. So those colleagues, they were getting into this field. Through them only, I know that there's a field like this, and there were opportunities like work from home, but I didn't know anything about it. Only after the COVID, I started researching, and luckily I met one of my junior in MBBS time. He was actually right now he's actually the very high post at the one company. Okay, so that was like really in one way I should say shocking, because career-wise he's junior to me, but in I mean in seniority-wise, in the working-wise, he was at a much higher level. Only then I started like inquiring to him like what is it about. He told me like there's a field like pharmacovigilance where the pharmacy companies or the IT sectors are in demand for doctors, and what happens is the growth ladder is like very much quicker compared to our side, and it is not like dependent on whether you're a PG or whatever. It's not dependent on that, so that's an added advantage. It's like how you improve your skills there. So an MBBS doctor or a BDS doctor can become the MD level there. They can progress. So that's how I found that to be an interesting one. So after that only I started Googling, and I started looking around. The initial journey was very bad because we all know, being in medical professional, I know only two companies through which we can apply: Naukri, Indeed. I don't know anything else. So found that I started applying. Yeah, with the same resume that a work experience, so and so. Yes, that's all. Nothing will be there in my CV. I'll be applying, and I got rejected all times. I didn't even know like why I'm getting rejected. I mean, we wouldn't know we are getting rejected also, right? We will not get a call. We don't know what is happening in the other side, and we'll be waiting, and nothing happened. That's how it was. And I asked him. He like how he said was, "Sir, you need to tailor your resume properly." I said okay. But he was also not in a position where he could help me himself. Then I thought, okay, we should look for other options. Then luckily, I landed up in CareerInPharma. I found that. So initially,
just one question, because from your answer itself, I got one question, definitely, which is not a part of our format, but still I would like to know, because many people, they are like FMG, they are aspirants, they are preparing for exams in India after coming from foreign universities. Actually, personally, as far as I know this industry, I know that, there are few companies, not much, who hire non-NCI as well. Okay, definitely we can't take name of those companies, frankly. But what is your take on this? I mean, till now, you now have more than 1 year of experience. So, do you have any friends of yours who are FMG, or maybe they are not registered practitioners, but they are into pharma companies?
Yeah, yeah, ma'am, many. I would say like more than my colleagues from India, like my juniors from FMG, whom I know, they are only more in number here than my own colleagues, because the exposure for us in that such a field exists itself. Many of my juniors or myself, we don't know. Till now, absolutely no idea. The only option for MBBS doctors till now is duty medical officers, casualty medical officers, ICU doctors. That is the only thing which we know of. This field, existence of this field, I think FMGs, they know much more about it, and they are at a much higher level also, because since they have gone abroad, they know how to interact with a lot of people, and their skill sets is also different, I guess, because they are at the higher level among my close friends, which I have seen also.
Correct. So, guys, do we have any non-MCI or the FMG aspirant in this meeting? Okay, please be frank. You can just raise your hand. No need to. I mean, if you don't want to mention in chat, you can just raise your hand. So why I raise this question? Because many times I say, see, I can't openly tell you the name and all those things. This is all confidential. We can't share these information. We can simply say, yes, opportunities are there. And really, especially for FMG, you know how tough the exam is now. And it's not becoming easy. So this pharma industry is one of the very good option for you, where definitely initially you may face challenge to get entry, but as soon as you get entry, the sky is the limit. Like many things you can do in, you can go to management roles also where you can use your medical expertise. So many things are there to do, right? Yeah. So with this, Dr. Raja, next question is, how did you leverage your medical background and skills in corporate setting? Like, where there are aspects of your clinical experience that prove particularly valuable inside corporate setting?
Uh, uh, Two places I found that to be very valuable, ma'am. First setting was in the interview. They do value our clinical experience, because even to decide on your pay, they judge that based on our experience only. Clinical experience matters for pay. So that time when I told them that I had 8 years of experience, that added to my resume very much, even from my interview during the interview. And the second, when we were working, my colleague was there and we were there. What happened was, since my clinical background was strong, like the basics, for example, I would say like 8 years of experience, any project you put me in, it need not be pediatric drug, it can be an oncology drug or whatever drug, I was able to grasp the drug and the clinical condition much more quicker. So how it was helpful was, I quickly, in 1 year, I became the lead medical reviewer for that project. And the company made me handle the audit also as a medical reviewer. So that, I guess, it was because I had a good clinical knowledge and I was strong on my subject. So if they are questioning me on the subject point of view, my team had the confidence that I'll manage. Because because I know, okay, for example, if they wanted to relate a drug and what is the adverse reaction, whatever they could ask, I could point it out and I could confidently answer. So there, the clinical experience really matters.
Well, so guys, definitely, maybe the way we work, style of working is totally different. That is the corporate setting. But whatever you have learned in your graduation, that your medical expertise, clinical knowledge, that all you are going to use inside this industry. Okay, so don't think it's entirely corporate, or maybe you will not be able to use your medical judgment knowledge. You will be using. So definitely this way, Dr. Raja leveraged his medical background into corporate setting. So next question, Dr. Raja, is, did you need to acquire any additional education or skills to bridge this gap between this medical background and the requirements which there is in the corporate setting?
Definitely, yes, we need it. Because what is pharmacovigilance itself? We don't know. I'm sorry, I didn't know. I guess most of my colleagues, MBBS doctors or BDS, we won't know, because it is not in our curriculum or whatever. We don't have the exposure to it. And the companies right now, they're looking for people who know this, because they want some specific skills to be able to be put into a project. So in that place, yes, definitely we need to improve our skills. Just with plain clinical experience of background, we cannot go and work or get ourselves in a better position. Maybe we can join as a trainee, I guess, but not as a better position in a company. We cannot join, man, without special skills. Yeah.
Yes. So guys, see, definitely clinical experience matters a lot. Your knowledge matters a lot. But on top of that, because it's all corporate setting, you should be having basic understanding of the field for sure. You should be having good communication, some soft skills. I mean, clinical knowledge alone will not help you in landing job. That is for sure. And definitely upskilling is required in each and every field. I mean, it is very much similar. Like if you want to progress in your clinical also, then you have to go for post graduation. So it's very much similar to that. Yeah. So with this, Dr. Raja, our next question is, how did you tailor your resume and personal brand? Okay, before I come to this resume, I would like to know, as per you, how important is networking in this transition? Like meaningful networking and making connections inside corporate. As per you, how much it is, useful?
Uh, first point is it is very useful and it is must. Second point is I am still not very much confident in networking. I don't know. To be frank, whatever advice you gave me regarding LinkedIn, that is the only thing I have till now with me. I haven't been able to develop on that. But the initial thing, like when I joined Career in Pharma and how we were able to pick up from LinkedIn, that itself was a big thing for me to get into. So I would say networking is everything. Is everything in this field. After working for 1 year, when I look into my colleagues, like how they are, how's their profile and all, how many people are there, how many people they know inside this company, outside this company, and that like really shocking, man, because we never had that thing to get to know so many things. So networking, I would say, is very important, and you should get a proper guidance like how to do networking, because once you enter the field, I don't know if it's my personal experience or your experience also. Many people will not share everything to you. Even the salary, your colleagues are not going to tell you.
Correct.
So obviously we can follow their profile, but how they are doing, if they are moving to another company, are they applying secretly? Nothing will be told to anyone. So we need proper guidance to develop our network, which I'm still lacking. I hope I'll be able to do it in the coming times.
Correct. So just now Dr. Raja mentioned, no one will tell you, this is a fact actually, because everything remains very confidential. It's like corporate style where whenever company hiring you, or maybe whenever you are in a team, and when there is appraisal phase also, then your manager itself will tell you that, they will call you for meeting and they will tell you that after going out from this room, don't tell how much increment you got to another company. So it happens. And no one tell you casually ki bhai I get itna. It's not easy to get this information, which we are just sharing through Career in Pharma. Yes. So Dr. Ahmed, I can see your message, and just please be patient, because towards the end of this interaction, we are going to have 10 to 15 minutes of query session where I would love to take your query. Okay, Dr. Ahmed, as of now, just focus. Maybe you will get your answer through our interactions. Yeah. So with this, Dr. Raja, how did you tailor your resume and your personal brand to showcase? Now, personal brand, guys, don't think that personal brand is something for big companies. Branding is very important in nowadays, means as a personal level, at a personal level, how you showcase, how you present yourself. Okay, so don't think branding is for companies. So with this, Dr. Raja, how did you tailor your resume and the personal brand to showcase your clinical expertise while you position yourself as a corporate?
Yeah. The first thing I would say is those people, before looking at you, they will judge you everything based on your resume. Your resume has to be crisp, to the point, explaining what is needed. So what I understood was both during career in pharma and also looking at other CVs. Generally in MBBS, how we would write is 2008 to 2014 MBBS. Then this year to this year, casualty medical officer, this hospital. Then we would go like that. But that is not what is required. What are the skill sets you develop during that period? Like for example, if you're a ICU doctor, so and so year, so and so hospital, what are the skill sets? I am equipped to handle MI cases, or I've handled so many stroke cases. So that is what they look. So don't just simply put it like what you have done or where you have worked. So we need to emphasize on the skill sets what we have and what we have acquired throughout. And the next point I would say is they generally do not expect a break. But in our field, there will be break because PG preparation many people will do without working only, and many of us will be working in a clinic where as a night duty doctor, where there will not be any relieving order or joining report. All that is not going to be there. But when you're presenting to a corporate, this thing they think that it is we are actually false information or our CV is not complete. So the CVs have to be in a continuity. So make sure your CV is continuous, and you should highlight in the first few sentences itself what are you, what your skill sets are, what you are looking for, because they will be receiving so many CVs from so many applicants, and they don't have the time to go through each and every applicant for CVs fully. So they will choose some and they will pick the best out of that. So you need to catch their attention in the first few points itself. So about you section there will be usually in the CV. So in that you make sure you put your skill sets and what exactly are your requirements, and then make sure you don't put any gaps in your service records. And also during each service, make sure you highlight the skills which you have acquired through each of this, and try to publish one or two papers, because that also adds to one of the points. In the CV, they also give preferences if you have some publications. Need not be like index journals or PubMed or something, but at least they should know that you know what is publishing. You know how to read a literature. That at least you should convey to them. Yeah, that's my take on CV.
True, 100%. Yes. Please go ahead, Dr. Raja.
No. Your guidance also. I mean, you can also share your expertise, ma'am, because through you only I knew how to tailor my CV. Also, you can also share with them.
No, yeah, that definitely I will share, and definitely whatever you said is 100% true. Just mentioning that I graduated or I worked here doesn't work. You need to show your skill set, what actually you learn. And few skill set I would like you all to mention is like communication, teamwork, right? And in soft skill and in IT skill also you can mention. See, although you are not very pro in IT, definitely everyone knows as a medico, we don't use all this Excel, PowerPoint. But just to mention and just get a basic idea also, not just mentioning, get a basic idea. So these skill set will help you. I mean, your process of your CV becoming shortlisted will be on a higher. Yes, so just adding degree won't work. Yeah. So with this, Dr. Raja, what adjustment did you need to make to adapt to the corporate culture, and how did you ensure a smooth integration? Because corporate is entirely different. So how you did
that? First thing is you should get adapted to the idea that you're not going to see a live patient. It's going to be the computer screen in front of you all the time. And even if you want to communicate through your colleague who's sitting right next to you, you have to go to the email and say, "Hi, how was the beautiful day? Let's start the session." That's how it's going to be. So you should get used to that. That was very different for me, because even working in office or work from home, I am like working from home. So that loneliness is there. So I had to transition that one part. Even my colleagues who was working from office, they also say that even though they're in the next office, we still have to communicate through mail only. It is not like we can go easily and talk to them. That one thing. And the next thing, like I said, we have to get used to sitting in front of the computer all the time, because that's where some people they might feel disturbed, like say seeing the screen continuously. But there are so many adjustments which you can make, like put a screen protector, eye protector, or whatever like that. So that is the second point. Third point is getting used to the softwares, like important softwares like Outlook, which I had no idea before joining here. I know Gmail. That's the only thing which I knew. Then they gave me Outlook. Outlook is where so many mails we can put it in a single this thing, and we can use. But I had to learn how to use Outlook properly. Then I had to get adapted to Excel and the skills in Excel. Microsoft Excel, I thought Excel is like just to put tables, enter values. But I didn't know Excel had so many uses. Like so many of our data are like easily stored and easily we can present it also through Excel. So these two software I think everyone should get familiarized with, ma'am, before and PowerPoint also. Yeah, like you said.
So these are few important ones, and like Dr. Raja already mentioned, it's a computer, laptop, sitting job, okay, no life patient. So if you just get this idea, then definitely this transition will be easy, and then there will not be much problem. But yeah, it's a laptop job, right? No life patient and all those things, a different style of working. Yes. So with this, next question is, Dr. Raja, how do you manage the balance between your medical knowledge and the demands of your corporate role? And are there any ongoing challenges in maintaining relevance in both the areas?
Ma'am, definitely yes, ma'am. There is relevance, highly relevance. Our role is specific. We are not going to do a data entry operator's role and all. In pharmacovigilance, as a medical reviewer, we'll be given a case scenario and we'll have to pick up whether that is clinically relevant to the drug or not. So in that way, even though we are seeing this computer screen only, each particular case we are getting from a particular patient or a particular drug, this thing, it is like clinically oriented. I don't think that they are completely different. Maybe if you look into like you want to grow in one particular field, for example, cardiology alone, you grow, that depends on the project which you get. But as a whole, you should be a clinician to identify whether that particular scenario is medically relevant or not. So that is our role. Many people have the assumption that we enter into the IT field and it's going to be, we are going to lose our clinical knowledge. We are no more going to be a doctors. Yes, we are not going to prescribe medicine. That one thing is not going to be there. We are not going to cure the patient or whatever, but our knowledge, medical knowledge is what is required in our role to correctly identify the clinical scenario and relate it to the specific drug. So in that sense, I feel that it is medically relevant, and I don't feel that I'm getting to losing my touch of medical knowledge. And just because I joined an IT company, I don't feel that I've lost my medical touch at all. Only the treatment part is not there, but rest everything is there.
True. And I would just like to add one thing, guys. The thing which Dr. Raja talking about, I mean, this is having a bigger impact because the clinicians who are prescribing the medicine know that they are able to prescribe because at the back end, medical reviewer, physicians like Dr. Raja, they are giving some review. And based on that review only, pharma company will be able to decide whether to keep that drug in market or to ban it. So clinicians can't prescribe if drug is not in market. Yes, Dr. Raja. So this is the real impact.
100%. We only are like telling okay to the clinicians itself, even to the top cardiologist or the top oncologist. Right now, I'm working on an oncology drug which hasn't even come out in the market. So if it is going to be the next super drug that is going to come out on the market, even to the cardiologist, we would know, okay, this is what is going to happen with this drug. So in that way, yes, ma'am, you are 100% true. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, without drugs, we can't treat patient, right? So yeah, that is the real big impact. Yeah. So with this next question, definitely I want to modify this question because as we already know through our discussion that you joined CareerInPharma. So definitely you get guidance from CareerInPharma during this transition. But I just want to add one thing in this, or I want to ask one thing is, any advice you want to give to the people who have joined us in finding mentors in this new industry?
Yes, ma'am. In that way, yes, definitely mentorship is needed because many times, even when I was doing the classes, it will be like weekly once. So we might miss 1 or 2 weeks, and we might lose interest. Many people like what is the best part I found in CareerInPharma is constantly, both in WhatsApp and in Telegram groups, you'll be sending so many messages. Okay, if not for the class, you'll be sending a lot of classes like, okay, how do you prepare your LinkedIn profile or email etiquettes, or how to prepare your CV. So that mentorship is definitely required, especially for people like us, like me, who don't know like what is IT field, what they value. We think that, okay, I know to diagnose MI correctly, I know to interpret ECG correctly, but the IT people, they don't even mind if what is ECG, if I know ECG or don't know ECG. They don't even care. From their point of view, they want my profile to be good. My CV has to show what all I know. So that for that mentorship is very much required, because there will be a lot of long time when we don't get the required job. We might be struggling. In those times, we may feel very depressed, and we may lose interest and go somewhere else, get back to our daily thing. But that time, mentorship, if it's there, if there is someone to encourage, no, 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 you keep trying. If not this, next company you will get. If not for the next company you will get. And I remember calling you or messaging you at night, 10 o'clock, when my interview got over. Ma'am, tomorrow for me, final round, I need questions, please help me. And you shared it immediately to me, I think at 12 o'clock in the night, I guess. So that kind of mentorship and help, I think it's required to get into this field. Yeah.
Yes. So guys, mentorship is must. Definitely require guidance because it's entirely new field. So guys, still now just want to check, everything is audible, right? We are not going very fast. You are enjoying this interaction? Yes. Just need a confirmation in the chat box. Yes. Yes, guys, and don't worry, we are going to take your questions one by one. Okay, just towards the end, just 2 questions are remaining. Then we are coming to your queries. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the confirmation. Just keep it interactive. Okay. So next question, Dr. Raja, is how has this transition impacted you on a personal front, both professionally and financially? Like overall, how it has impacted this transition?
Okay. So personally, yes, my wife and kids are very happy. Saturday, Sunday, without saying no night duty, no someone else's duty I have to cover. All that is not there. Saturday, Sunday is for them. That is really, I'm happy that I'm able to do that, because at one point of time I missed that so much during COVID and all. I could hardly see my wife and kids and parents. So that advantage is there. Personally, I'm so happy for that. Financially, this is definitely much more higher paying. Yes, then I definitely PG doctors or the consultants, they will earn more in the initial stage. But for MBBS or BDS doctors, immediately finishing and entering, this is definitely higher pay. And here the career growth also is much more, is what I have heard. So financial wise also, this is better. And professional wise, working in a corporate teaches you to be the most professional, I guess. You should know how professionally to deny. If someone is asking you something, overwork or whatever, you will learn professionally how to say no. It is not like you cannot valently say no to their face and go. You can't do that. But you should know professionally how to say no. So the thing is, you will get to. I'm luckily working in a multinational company. So in my team there are people from Spain. One person is there from UK. 2 people. Germany. 2 people. So we get to know and behave with so many different cultures of people. Some sessions will be light sessions where we get to interact with them and share few jokes and everything. So we get to know about them also. So in that way, professionally, this is very good, ma'am.
Correct. There is a very cross-cultural learning. You have different team members from different countries. From inside India also, so much diversity is there. One of your colleagues is from Gujarat, one is from Delhi, one is from maybe Chennai. So yeah, many learnings, and overall you feel that change, overall personality development. Just like just now Dr. Raja said, now the way we say no also, you have to not to be very rude, but yeah, politely how to
We should
present
not be
that.
rude.
Right? Yeah.
But we should know to put a full stop also, saying no. If we
Correct.
don't say no properly, we'll be overburdened or they can exploit us. But we
Correct.
shouldn't be rude to them. How to say no without being rude? That is a
Correct.
very important skill we'll pick up.
Yeah, will pick up, and that balance will pick up from corporate. Yeah, there is a lots of learning actually inside corporate. Without doubt, yes. So with this, Dr. Raja, last question. It's like a punchline. If anything you want to give, especially what advice you would like to give to MBBS professionals who are aspiring to make a similar transition? What advice you give? Yeah.
Life doesn't end if you don't get PG. Please don't be depressed, because I know many people, and we have struggled. There is a meaning to our struggle. We will have a beautiful life. We will have a work-life balance. Keep your doors open. Keep your opportunities open. Uh, Pharmacovigilance or clinical research, that is like coming into the non-clinical such IT sectors, there are a lot of advantages to it. So please be vigilant and use the opportunity as and when you get it. That's what I would say.
Yes, yes. So PGs, if you don't get PG, it's not the end. So many opportunities are there. And let me tell you one thing, this pharma industry is going to be an IT industry for doctors for sure. So many things are happening, as you know, that doctor's review which is required. Don't think that if it's an IT industry, so automation happens, that is going to happen everywhere. But that medical review, medical expertise, whatever is required, will be there always. Yeah. So with this, so many opportunities are there and definitely going to boom. This industry is going to boom. Government is putting money. We have, Make in India initiative. So many initiatives are coming. So definitely opportunity is very good. Thank you, Dr. Raja, for this pure, honest conversation, interaction. And now I would like to just pick up questions, okay, just maybe for next 10 minutes. So I would like to take Dr. Ahmed's message is asking that can FMG can get a job work from home, and what's the minimum salary FMG can get?
Ma'am, you're taking or I'll take, ma'am, this one?
You can also share, then I will also share if anything I need to add.
Definitely, there's no distinction between FMGs or MBBS. They want your degree. In fact, I think most of the FMGs degree is like MD, European Union MDs. Their degrees is MD. They will not be, I think most of them are not given MBBS. It is like direct MD, which is recognized in European Union. So your degrees matter a lot. So there is not going to be a distinction made on based on your just an FMG or an MBBS, as far as I'm concerned. And the next is your clinical skills will add to your salary. The question you asked is how much work, what is the minimum salary? It depends on the clinical years of experience, what you have. Definitely that will depend. And the minimum salary is definitely much higher than what is your starting salary as a medical officer in any hospital. I forgot to tell them this because generally when we work in hospitals, we will not get a joining report, relieving order, experience letter. We don't ask the specific clinics to give us that. That is not in our culture itself. But in IT, everything, please, when you join a hospital, even if it's a small clinic, in their letter pad, get it in writing that so-and-so doctor has joined in this day. And with this pay, okay, if they can mention it is well and good. Otherwise, at least get a joining order, relieving order, experience letter. This is the only proof telling that you have had the clinical experience. Whatever you say, whatever you talk, if you don't have the proof for it, you're going to get denied in IT. They will just deny you. They'll not believe you. So get it in writing, whatever you want. This point I wanted to add.
Yes, documentation is very important. Verbal things doesn't work inside corporate. So have a document for each and everything, even if it's a small clinic, whatever it is. So Dr. Jahangir asking clinical experience must. See, on this, I just want to tell you, definitely, if you have clinical experience, that is an add-on advantage, and it is definitely you will get more opportunities. But nowadays, what is happening? Because recently, one of our student, she got job in Bangalore. So if you are in location like Bangalore, no, like because Bangalore or Hyderabad also, where there are n number of companies and there are many startup also coming up. Startup, because Bangalore is a startup city. So many startup are there. So if you get chance in those startup there, maybe they can hire you without clinical experience. Because recently it happened with one of our students. She took up a course during internship, and as soon as she finished internship, she got into job as a medical monitor. So yes, without clinical experience also you can get job, but yeah, definitely if you have 1 to 2 year experience, better. Yes, Dr. Raja?
Yes, ma'am, I totally
Yes.
agree. Clinical experience is not must to get a job. It is just to get a higher pay. That's all I would say. Your salary will be more with years of experience.
Correct, exactly. Now other thing is, could you tell your package? No, Dr. Surya. At least the rate. At least the rate it falls in between. No, we can't disclose our package. Sorry to say. But yeah, what I can give you an idea, what you will get depends on your current. See, let's say if you're working somewhere, whatever is your salary, okay, to that you just add 10 to 20%. Yeah, that will be your CTC if you join this industry. Or you can put yourself, anything else you want to add, Dr. Raja, in this?
Ma'am, more than 10-20%. Ma'am, no. These days it's only 35K what starting freshers are getting. I don't know. I'm not sure in like maybe in tier 1 cities it is more like 50 or something. But in my town, like where I am, it's only 35. Definitely this is much more. I would say at least twice that amount you would get easily, ma'am.
So yeah, minimum 10 to 20% hike you will get for sure.
Minimum. Yeah.
And to this, I would like to add your negotiation skills also matters a lot, because negotiation happens. You know, people who have good negotiation skills, you should be happy.
I didn't know all that when I joined.
Even yeah, many people, it is very good skill actually, you know, especially females, they have this negotiation skill as compared to male. So okay, one question is, Dr. Raja, do you feel detached from treatment field when you move to PV? Anytime did you feel difficult to provide treatments to even own family or yourself?
Actually, I'm enjoying the free time which I'm getting. I'm not worried about because I've spent so many years like treating. Now I'm happy. I have not maybe not entered the stage where I'm missing it, the treatment point of view. Now I'm just enjoying my life. Yes, Dr. Nishita, you can enter this field after passing MBBS. I told you, depends on the company. If you are in city like Hyderabad, Bangalore, where there are n number of companies, that is something to it. So how much time would it take to get a job, and from where we can apply to these companies, and what are the companies that are looking for such doctors? Dr. Nishita, list is very big actually. So many companies are there. Now regarding from where we can apply, definitely Naukri Indeed is there. Other than this, we have LinkedIn, which is very important nowadays. You just create your profile in LinkedIn, just make a network, connect with people like you, similar background, okay? Regarding how much time would it take, it is something not a fix. It's not that I can tell you within a month. It all depends on how much time you are giving in this process, and also depends on opportunities. Now, if you ask me opportunities, I would say every 2 to 3 months you will be able to see fresher opportunities. Now, there are few months where you will see more than that also. Okay, so with this time, I would say within 2 to 6 months, anything between 2 to 6 months, you can get. Right, Dr. Raja? Yes, ma'am, definitely. Yes. 2 to 6 months, yeah, it's a good period. I mean, even like before that also you can get. Yes, you'll get. Depends on openings also. And sometimes what happens, you know, the company process is too long, because I have seen people, they get called today and after 2 months, after clearing all the interviews, offer letter will be released. No, that is where the mentorship matters. You will not know what happens at all. Your CV is read by them, not read by them. The company is interested, not interested, nothing you'll know. Suddenly, after 1 month, you'll get a call. Yes, tomorrow is your interview. Please be ready at this time. Correct. That's how it happens. And during that time, we'll have a lot of questions like, whether we'll get selected or not selected, what happened, what not. That time only mentorship really matters to keep us going and to keep applying. So with this, Dr. Raja, next question is, definitely I want to share your experience. I mean, this answer. So Dr. Vinodini asking, can you share your workspace and experience in corporate and working hours
And are we supposed to sit in computers all the time?
So working hours in the sense it's like fixed. 8 hours is what is officially per company, but definitely it'll be more than 8 hours, guys. But it's not going to be more than 12 hours, 14 hours, 16 hours. No. And it's like Monday to Friday. I'm lucky enough to be in a good company where till now they haven't asked me to work like Saturdays and Sundays. Not even once I've been called upon. But there are few companies, I think, only when the project is very much higher and they have their deadline or something, then you might be called on Saturdays. But even then, Saturdays full time, no one is working. Just when that particular the thing they have to finish like 2 hours, maybe sometimes they're logging in. That's what I come to know. So and that is regarding the shift timings. Work culture wise, it is very good. Actually, I am enjoying it. The way that everyone are interacting and talking to us, and it is actually good only. It is nowhere we'll made to feel like an outsider. So everyone takes care of themselves, but we'll also be a team. So you will learn to respect everyone's individual space, but also how to work like a team member. So they will not poke you personally. Even it's like a very important thing which I told us, which I encountered is they don't judge you based on your color, based on your race, whether you're a Tamilian or a Hindi speaking fellow or a North Indian or you're from abroad, you're a foreigner or whatever. Everyone is treated the same. So your English is very good. Some people might mock at you. Nothing. None of those bullshit happens. So Dr. Sable, definitely you can make transition after even 15 years of clinical experience. I mean, recently we got a success story which we are going to now again the success story we are going to do live in few days, where we have one of our, I would not say our student also because he is very senior. So his name is Dr. Kantesh and he is 49-50 years old. So he joined CareerInPharma 2 months back and he got into some company like 1 week back only he joined at the age of 50 and he is having 20 years of clinical experience. So yes, it is possible, 100% possible, and salary with this experience depends on what current salary you are withdrawing. Now, let's say if you are already withdrawing something very high, I don't know, then maybe you will not get that much because see, there is a range actually for freshers because whatever clinical experience you have, you will be considered as a fresher only. So with this, maybe what you are getting that much you can get, or maybe more than that. Depends on what CTC you are doing. So in case of Dr. Kantesh, what he was drawing, he is getting 20-25% more. Okay, so yes, it is something you can make. See, your clinical experience matters a lot. Okay, so don't think that after 15 years you will not be able to get. Okay, so another question, Dr. Raja. Dr. Paul is saying, what will be our respect in society compared to doctors who are pursuing PG? Uh, respect in what sense is like, trust me, these days, doctors, even though outside we may say, oh, doctor, you're a great doctor. If you make one mistake, that same person is going to throw stones at you. Correct. So it is a double-edged sword only. Here, you'll be working from home, you'll be earning a lot of money. So I don't see anyone treating us with a lesser respect compared to what I was before. For me, the respect is same only personally also, and I feel the same for everyone. I think it's more like respect is not. Though gone are those days where doctors are treated like gods everywhere. Especially not in my town, it's happening no more. Where I am from, so I don't see any decrease in respect. Just because I'm working in an IT field, I don't see any decrease in respect. I am happy about myself, so I think that is reflecting to outside also. And so another question is, should I wait, make experience and take up the course later or get it along together, which would be better? So you can do along also. Okay, Dr. Jahagi, you can do along. See, rest is your decision only. Because I already discussed, if you are in some city like Bangalore, Hyderabad, definitely you can get opportunity after MBBS also. But yeah, if you looking for work from home option or maybe in some small town, then definitely get some experience as well, which can add more value to your resume.
non-chapter. Yeah, both the answers we have given. And parallelly also you can do, because see, apart from just learning the subject, there are many things you have to do at the back end, like resume, LinkedIn profile, even in Naukri Indeed profile, you have to use many keywords. So these are very technical things which you will learn. Yeah. Dr. Sejal, any startup companies for freshers in Pune? Definitely it must be there. See, as far as I know, I'm not aware of it, but definitely it must be there. Like Pune is also IT hub. Yeah. Dr. Swati asking how much computer knowledge is required.
We need not know programming languages and all. That is definitely not there. No one is going to ask whether we know Java, Python, or whatever. We just need to know basic Excel, Microsoft Excel. That is also not mandatory because I didn't know anything about Excel. Only after going there, I started learning it. I would say two softwares, Outlook, Excel. The rest everything is project specific softwares. I think you will learn as and when you do projects. You also share, ma'am. I feel I had to learn only Excel and Outlook more.
Correct.
Than others.
To get inside this basic, it's like bare minimum you should know, like basic one, Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, and little bit, how to write a mail, because that is a very important part of our job. And other than software, everything you will learn inside the company. Okay, so that's all, the just basic. Yeah. And when you come into job, no, you learn many things. So no need to worry that you need to know so many things. Yeah. Do we have to take any extra course? No, Dr. Nishita, no extra course is required. Like that is sufficient. And within when you take the course also, we will let you know about what all things you have to work upon. Okay. So with this, no extra course. So basically for medical review profile, they don't much look for IT skill, like basic you should know, but they also understand, recruiter companies also understand, being a clinician, you how much you know, they also know regarding your IT skills. So just basic will work. At this age of AI, the changes we might see in this field might be exponential change, might to go anywhere. What could be the possible backup? See, inside Dr. Surya, inside this thing only, you always have to upskill. Even for AI, definitely, whenever company are going to bring anything, see, AI and all this is very hyped actually. I mean, Chat GPT, AI, it's all hype thing actually. Nowadays, because everyone you are seeing, watching this thing only, right? But complete AI integration and all this system will take another 10 to 15 years at least. Importantly, in pharma, where you are dealing with humans, where it's a matter of life, there it will take time. And during this journey, definitely you will also learn new skill, right? Company regularly gives you training. If they are going to integrate any new process, anything, there is always a training for each and every employee. Just be a part of those trainings, actively participate on all those trainings, and always upskill yourself. See, learning should always be on. If you are a person who is open to learn new things always, then definitely for you, there will be no problem. You need not to look for any backup. If in case it happens, you have your clinical knowledge, which no one can take from you, right? So yeah, it's my take on AI. It will take time. Okay.
Ma'am,
If work,
I feel that even if AI comes, are you going to take paracetamol if a doctor tells you or a AI computer tells you? No. For your health, you are going to take the tablet only if a doctor says. Similarly, the pharma companies, just because some algorithm says that there are no adverse reactions, I don't think it will get market. I mean, it will come into the marketing. There has to be a role of a medical expert where who can correctly identify and say, yes, it is okay to send this drug out or not. I think still feel that in our field, specifically medical field, AI can help us, but they can never completely take away our job. Maybe data operator, data entry, maybe AI can enter the data, but who has to interpret the data is definitely us. I don't think they can take it over us. That's what I feel, but we'll never know what happens in the future.
No, many process will change definitely for sure. But yes, here we are dealing with humans. Okay, we are not dealing with robots. So this is very crucial steps. And it is a very regulated industry. No pharma company can bring a drug, based on just AI or all those things. So yeah, it's required. Humans are required. So is work manageable? Dr. Prithvi asking, is work manageable?
Yeah, definitely manageable. Compared to what duties, I don't know what is your background, doctor. Compared to what the 12 hours of duty I'm seeing, it is definitely manageable, much more easier. Yes, definitely. I'll say it's much easy and much easy to manage.
So guys, this was all about today's interaction. And guys, the people who are watching us on YouTube, if you love this interaction, then please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and don't forget to share this interaction with your colleagues, with your friends who are looking for the same kind of transition. And with this, Dr. Raja, thank you once again. Thank you for watching this video till the end. I hope you liked this video and this video gave you motivation towards your career goal. Also, please comment below if you want anything to add in this talk series or any suggestion or any specific question you would like us to ask our Career in Pharma superstars. And we welcome all the suggestions you are going to give us in the comment section. So once again, thank you for watching and please don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you can get further notification on our upcoming Career in Pharma Superstar. So once again, thank you for watching.